darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal that can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Island shows well. I pity your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. The task is not accomplished, we take our leave of you. Very well, bringer of light. You have returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amity? You must tell me all. So, she went so far as to consort with devils. What that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encounter are the same pair that first led my lady astray. But it is plain that they are of the same value. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me you will visit them upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon the others. But whom I speak of punishment? By my signs, I know not how many young women die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am a better to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray to God to have mercy on my soul. So dignified if I serve my lady every time so long as forsaken when she needed me most. My failure is one form of haunt me, and yet, with your great deeds, mayhap my lady's surrendered soul will find peace after so many years of woe. Welcome back, Amkip. Trust you were as moved by the sight as I was. Great stones that adorn the entrance to Stillgate Lane is none other than the sky serpent's egg, cast down from the heavens by Nafrika the matron so long ago. And those mammoth tree trunks, remnants, no doubt, of a primeval forest. Whence did they come? Why do the two great arbors grow as one? This I do not know. But what I do know is that the realm is replete with such beauty, if only we know where to look. This is what compels me to wander, not the promise of power, glory, or riches, but a burning desire to bear witness to all the wonders around us. as wrought by the gods and men alike. Though we have just met, the twinkle in your eye tells me we share certain aesthetic sensitivities. It would be my pleasure to gift you with a sightseeing log of Europe. In its pages you will find my record of the most stirring sights in the realm, both those I've seen with my own eyes and those I have, thus far, at least only heard of in my travels. No doubt your adventures will keep you occupied. This is not all the more reason to take in the sights as you travel, that both body and mind might enjoy moments of respite from time to time. And who can say? Perhaps you will discover glorious new vistas that have eluded even me. With that, I wish you safe travels, Amkip. When you have seen all there is to see, pray return to me. There's nothing more I'd like to share than impressions with a fellow sensitive soul. Welcome back, Amkip. Full glad am I to see you safely return. Tell me, how fared your sojourn in the Twelveswood? Two of Lahabrain's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devil taunts us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and we recommend that we heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost up to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Okay, sure.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Thank you for agreeing to handle Titan and the kobolds. As Y'shtola mentioned, the mission will be fought with danger, so we want to spare no preparation. I shall look forward to your triumphant return, as shall all your comrades. Go with the blessing of the crystal. No matter what one's past transgressions, all who have seen the dream are welcome, even men such as we. I've heard such offers of these before, or were not for more than bait for the hangman's noose. Looks like the antecedents found itself a good crop of Asparan heroes. Aye, I reckon Eorzea will be alright as long as these fine folk are around to protect her. I am told you're one of our finest, Amkip. I suspect we'll see much more of you and each other in the future. As primals fall, so do our spirits soar. Though mine aid be but modest, I am nonetheless heartened in my duties. I don't want to believe that Master Garland is dead, but the chief wasn't the type to cut and run off. He would have gone to Gargano. He would have been there when Dalamud fell, which means if there's anything we can do to help, no matter how small, just ask. Broken carriage axle, cracked barrel, hell's even a leaky bucket. The other words won't win, we'll fix it. Guarding Noraxia's prestigious duty indeed. Ironvold is right to be excited. He's never crossed swords with the Guardian before. What will happen if he's forced to confront his father's countrymen? Amkip, have you heard? I've been chosen to serve as Noraxia's bodyguard. There have been increasing reports of Imperial activity in Thanalan, so their antecedent insists that our guests be escorted whenever we're venturing outside. I know you've heard of how hard know how hard you all of all people work to endear us to the Sylphs. I swear that to you that I will guard our honored guests with my life, and not allow your efforts to come to naught. Congratulate the boy, Amkip. Chosen by the antecedents as a Sylph's bodyguard. What an honor! Of course, this means this dusty old rags will no longer suffice. I said we get the boy a shiny new suit of silver armor. It's kind of soul sort of wear. We split the cost immediately surprising. Not bad, eh? That. With this many people here, we need a culinarian of our own. We can't subsist on rations and food reserve food stocks forever. Ida is on her way to Gridani to request aid from the Order of the Twin Adder. In the meantime, we must learn all we can about the Primal Titan. Literature may yield us the odd morsel of useful information, but there's no sure way than to seek the former members of the Company of Heroes. This one has finally figured out a way to make the walking ones be quiet. What does friendly one think? This one is very convincing, yes? Hail, adventurer, and welcome to the Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you're the guest we were told to expect. Ah. Forgive me. To business then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Okomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for the fell Promo. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, Amkip. On behalf of Lensa Laminsa, thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Amkip personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kobolds plagued our people. No, this is the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose who threatened the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the signs of the seventh dawn, confident that in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Laminsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your word with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa limits and citizenry are, of course, paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether to further inland. The effect will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Amkip? You have my thanks, along with his full support from the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but some of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet mills in Lower Lanosea. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask me and for me. I meanwhile shall seek his fellows. The Company of Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of heroes. Even so, I must admit I've never before met one of the members face to face. I imagine a warrior who toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory. Yet he seems to have settled in a place distinctly bereft of adoring crowds. Lay down your burdens, son. I'm trying to pipe with me. On a grand old time, on the last of three. You got something to say, adventurer, or just keep staring? Eh? I don't know about the Company of Heroes. Hells, price of anything. Can't you mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Old Chakdoom was the company's best axeman. Now, what is it you wanted to know? So you wanted to hear the tale of a company's heroes bested at Primal, do ya? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Tidus, eh? Oh, if you'd only been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. Ground trembled with every step Tidus took, and when he hit you, boy, did it feel like a cannibal to the gut. Ugh! Just like that. Oh, so let's look for it. I'm a goddamn heel, how do you know? People around here sing your praises. Don't tell me you're only caring about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Tidus. Well, too bad. Because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that made a nest by the windmill side? Just how? Alright, do that and then we'll talk. Call me a working man, I reckon that's what I am. Drinking out of the chief's nose, sneaking out the back door. Nobody over know. Yeah, so the VCs are dead, are they? Nice work, venturer. Send me the hassle of... never mind. Will it even show up on this? Yeah, it does. Excellent. What? You still asking about how we beat Tidus? I don't know, venturer. It was a pretty risky strategy. Only a veteran in 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. Unless you prove you have the takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At least, fairly, you'll need to be capable of slowing, say, Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour mill here, so I'd have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down. Quick as this good accident like myself. Anyway, why don't you try heading due west and standing lookout in case the Gubu comes calling. Slay it, I might consider telling you more about Tidus. You again? Then that guru that was harassing the Lords is dead? Do you think I had it in you, adventurer? Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure I should tell you our secrets. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Tidus. Maybe you slew a... Tracked him? You and your drinking again? If you are that guru, that had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have any word on that? Clear the base going too with me trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me, Chief, was it tracking that through that guru, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractor. The finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Tidus. Tidus? Tidus? Who then into seven hells is Tidus? Some promo you find in some drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Well, see... Tidus is what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside. We'll learn the truth the Leminson way. Tractor, if you didn't say that Google, you may consider your subcontract revoked.